They think that their looks, vagina, and personality is special to men, but that's not what really keeps them. We're going to play this clip.
Called the unicorn delusion, and it's really good for women. And it actually says, it's from a man. He's the author. He says that women are delusional because they think that their looks, vagina, and personality is special to men, but that's really not what keeps you. That may attract you, but that's not what keeps you. Yeah. And that is what shifted my dating as well, because I used to be one of those people like, oh, I'm so pretty, but like so many other women are more beautiful than me. What is going to make me stand out to a guy? Yeah. How I talk to him, communicate, how I make him feel, my character.
Let's go ahead and hop into it. Luis, I'm going to go to you first, bro. I know you've been patiently waiting. They think that their looks, vagina, and personality is special to men, but that's not really what keeps you. Go ahead.
No, she's right. You know, she's right. Like, you know, those are the things that will attract you. And sort of like what I've said before, it's like, you know, sexual attraction is not the same as relationship attraction. You know what I'm saying? I could find you attractive and all that, and I could want to smash, but there are other things behind that either I want you to stay or I want you to go. And I think for the longest time, I think what's been programmed and pushed to a lot of women is just that you just got to be pretty. Just put on makeup, you know, get your nails done, you know, just get dolled up, and that's it. And a man will see you, right? And that's just not the truth. You know, I think that's what sells, you know, to a lot of people, but that's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? You got to have personality. You have to have character. You have to be, you know, soft. You have to have, you know, feminine traits and all those other things that want to keep a man. And then also, too, add value. You know what I'm saying? Add value. We talked about earlier about being a man being busy and being on his purpose and stuff like that. If you notice these things and he's actually heading into the right direction, yeah, ask him if he ate. You know, ask him if you could pick up something for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, men appreciate the small things that women do for them. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be big gestures or big broad strokes. It's the little things. It's the attention to details, right? And sort of a woman that does that is a much more valuable commodity to a man like that. Like, you know, the looks and all that is great. We love that. But then once you add that extra factor to it, like, and when those men move around, they're like, yeah, like there's all these other women, but they don't show up the way that you do. They don't bring me the kind of peace that you do, right? And sort of those types of women get scooped up, and they get scooped up fast. Right? Those are the ones that tend to kind of get locked down. The ones that just only are too self-absorbed into their own looks, they just keep bouncing around and riding the carousel for a while. So that's all I got.
All right. Go ahead, Trey.
Hey, JR.
What's up, sir?
JR, real quick. The question that you got scrolling at the bottom, these women, they think that their looks, vagina, and personality is special to men. And that's not really the case. And then what was that super chat that you just had up that you said we're going to come back to later? Men, what matters most to you in a relationship? I think we're answering that super chat right now. I think, you know, so to shout out to Cassandra B, but your question is tied into this topic right here. So Cassandra, I think we can knock out two birds in one stone. And since I'm talking, I might as well go ahead and throw it out there. They think their looks is another thing is what she said, maybe kind of, you know, a lot of women think their looks is not what their looks actually is. I'll be hearing a lot of women talking about, you know, me and my pretty friends. I'll be like, you're not pretty. Stop it. So a lot of women think that they pretty and they not. So let's just start there. But pussy is in fact a commodity. The only problem is pussy is a trading currency. It's not a store of value, ladies. So while the lady on the video is absolutely right to answer Cassandra's question and to tie in what the lady said on the video, what men want, instead of this pussy and looks and all this other kind of stuff that they think is going to keep a man, what men want, in my opinion, and this is what I believe men should look for, is did your life, fellas, get easier as a result of her presence? Because pussy has come standard on every model, as we say. You know, and you know, that gets old after a while. The finest women you don't be wanting to fuck sometimes. You be like, God damn. but did your life get easier as a result of her? So while women think that the pussy is the thing that makes them stick, what will make me stick, and I think that men should look into a woman to make them stick, is because she's here in my life, my shit is easier than it is when she wasn't here. Now that's tough for a lot of guys, because when we all by ourselves and we don't got no woman, we tend to make money. Shit, life goes real smooth when she ain't around. When we ain't got when women aren't around, they tend to complicate shit. They cost more. They take time and all this extra. It's a laborious task. But when you got a woman that, however you was rolling before you met her, you rolling even better. You fucking are you living better because of her presence. Your life is easier. Your bank account balance, the checking account balance in your Bank of America account, Chase, Wells Fargo, whoever you guys are checking with right now, the balance in there now is higher because she's here. That is the woman that we want, not that pussy, because we can get the pussy anywhere. But that's what I believe. You know, your life, fellas, not hers, not her kids. Did your life get easier with her? And that's my answer for Cassandra too.
All right, go ahead, Trev.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of women have this overinflated sense of ego again. It's just what makes them feel like everything is good. But in reality, like Kitty's cool. Kitty's great. But the only thing better than Kitty is new Kitty, right? Once that thing gets your grip, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's only but so much moves you could really do, so much things you could really pull off before it's just like, you know, all right, cool. And a lot of females be thinking they coming out here with that fire, and they'll talk that to you, like, you know, go hype, think about to jump into something, and then you like, that was mid. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of females really think what they have is way better than what they have. And I don't even know how they come to these conclusions. Men need to stop gassing them up and tell them if it's mid, because that's the only point of reference they could really have for real, because they really think they got something. You don't even have anything to refer it to. You've never tried, Kitty. So how could you know if yours is any good compared to anybody else's? That's a problem to me. So it's our fault for not telling them their joke was mid or trash. I will tell you if it's mid or trash and you need improvement. You need to work on that. Maybe you need to soak in some vinegar. Maybe you need to do something different because it's trash, it's slack, or whatever. Listen, we need to do that. And as far as looks concerned, come on. The way things are right now, the marvels of makeup right now, what you can do, anybody could be a dime right now. You see these creatures coming out on Instagram and TikTok putting on whatever, beating their face with, I don't know what it is. It looks like magic, but everybody looks pretty good right now, right? So we can't really get hyped over the way somebody look or the way they kitty is, because it's okay. But you get used to it after a while. You could get bored. You got to try all types of things that you never thought you'd be trying before to even keep interested sometimes. So that's not enough. What you really need to be worried about is, can this dude be around me? Does he like my company? Can I help him on his mission? Can I assist him? Right? Can I make him comfortable? Can I nurture this man? You know what I mean? Can I think for him sometimes and prepare some things that he needs ready for the next day? Can I make his life easier? That's what men value over time. We will absolutely be attracted to Kitty because that's just how we're biologically wired. But listen, obtaining and retaining men are two completely different things.